So the twats over at NASA are now launching an Earth defense system against this 3i Atlas. Is it really an alien UFO mothership, or is it just a Timu Atlas that is here to fool us? Is this Project Bluebeam or Project Blue Balls? Let's actually get right to it. You don't have to like the video, you don't have to subscribe. Yeah, man, it's getting wild out here, man. Check this out. Roll it.
What's happening with 3i Atlas, that large interstellar object some say is an alien spacecraft barreling towards Earth. Others say this is an absolute large psychological operation in order to get us all scared about an impending invasion, an alien invasion coming to Earth. What exactly is going on here? Well, NASA just activated its Earth Defense Group. Wow, who the heck knew about that?
So this is the same NASA, remind you, this is the same NASA that still hasn't released the images of the 3i Atlas. They shut down their live feed when this Timu Atlas was near one of their, you know, telescope. It's one of those things, right? Never ask a woman her age, never ask a man his income, and never ask NASA about the images of 3i Atlas.
Over possible concerns, they say, of a Manhattan...
So NASA activates Earth Defense Group. Okay, a group over concerns of Manhattan-sized comet with possible alien technology. Dang.
...sized comet with possible alien technology.
The government has high-resolution pictures of UAPs.
Yep.
It's multiple whistleblowers that are backing this account.
It's called Immaculate Constellation, and there's a lot of constellations below.
So if it's a PSYOP, the premise is that UFOs are bullshit.
The idea that somehow the U.S. government can't carry out these operations or keep it secret, that's obviously wrong. This technology, or whatever it is demonstrating dominance.
How about this? A brand new bombshell whistleblower report alleges the existence of a secret Pentagon UAP and UFO program, and it's called Immaculate Constellation. The report, turned over to Congress, claims the government has high-resolution pictures of UAPs. In the latest episode of News Nation's Reality Check, Ross Coulthart sat down with Michael Schellenberger, the independent journalist who spoke to that whistleblower.
It's a UAP reconnaissance program. I can affirm this 100%. It is an unacknowledged, I mean, up until, hours ago, it was and is an unacknowledged special access program, even higher than a special access program. Its purpose was to detect, quarantine, and transfer UAP, dealing with incursions, meaning air, land, sea, all domain, with what we call ubiquitous technological surveillance. It's a very impressive program, and up until this day, if I had said those words on the phone, if I had typed those words, if anybody had, there was mandatory surveillance for it. So I'm really happy, and I'm really glad that has come out to the public, and there's a lot more to learn about this program and others directly from people involved.
We're really living in interesting times, man. Maybe 10 years from now, 20 years from now, we're finally gonna learn the truth. I think disclosure has started, but it's still very slow, right? It still is in its infancy stage, but I guess it's safe to say that, well, yeah, what are your thoughts? You think that this is part of disclosure, or this is just part of that Timu Atlas fake alien bull squash, alien invasion with Project Blue Balls? What you think? Shout out to Jaymez, check this out.
So the alien situation is getting pretty wild right now, with pilots seeing multiple traffic reports actually of unidentified expanding spheres over the Gulf.
Oh, dang.
And this was today.
That looks like the Las Vegas sphere, if you look at it from afar and you glance.
The thing is, since November last year, we've been seeing more and more UFO sightings, and people want to know, are we looking at drones or are we looking at something else? And
rapaz, eu tô achando que aquela lá da você tá vindo pra cá, o tamanho que vem voando aqui em cima de Arim.
Yeah, can't park there, mate.
Ali.
Can't park there, mate. What did I just witness? What is this? AI? Maybe.
What the?
Oh no, man.
Now, if you've been following the topic closely, since last year, we've been seeing several people recording videos of these things coming in and out of the ocean.
Yeah.
At the time, it was being said that they were just drones.
It's interesting to me because it seems like that for the past couple of years, October, November, December, that's when we start to see ramp up of UFO and alien stuff, right? Am I the only one that's noticing this? Because so far, right, like we're almost in November. Let me know when you're watching this video, right? Maybe you're watching this in 2050, and if you are, let us know if them alien baddies came down or not. But it feels like that every November, give or take, we get like uptick in UFO content, UFO news, and alien stuff. I mean, obviously it's happening all year round, but seems like that November, that's like the sweet spot.
See, even the police, they're going crazy.
But now, just this week, we got videos of the same things, the same glowing spheres in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Ow.
Check this out.
Yeah, right there.
Oh, that's it.
Damn. Yeah, I
Then
wonder
all of a sudden we got this 3-eye atlas situation, which is pretty bizarre.
So we're going to watch for it. The energy in must equal the energy out, according to the ordinary theory. But if that's not true, if there's more energy going out than in, it means that there's energy boost coming from whipping around the sun, and that requires intelligence.
Hey! Whoa! Whoa! Oh, shit. Yeah, that's what they're saying, right? If it breathes, it's alien. If it swerves, it's alien. If it turns around and do like a 360 no-scope like a kid that would do that in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 back in the 2009 days, it's aliens! That it is aliens. This is the England 2021 UFO. Look at that, man. That is crazy.
Now, all eyes are on 3-eye atlas. If this thing picks up energy when it curves around the sun, that would mean it's not a comet. But if it's not a comet, then what is this thing? And is it possible that it's not a coincidence that these UFOs, whatever they are, they've been massively leaving the ocean towards inland since last year? It's as if
ever since like November of 2024 with the New Jersey drones, the activity has been very much substantial, I would say, and it has been going up quite a lot. Real quick though, before I forget, I gotta shout out you guys. Sassy Medellin, the homie Chris, yo, that's way too generous, man. Evie, Ron, Shabanoti, thank you guys so much for all the love. You seriously, guys, you seriously don't have to like or subscribe or do any of that. Though, yeah, this is the most I ever received, man. That's just way too much. He says, shout out to Chris, definitely show some love, guys. In the comments, he says that my dad just passed away in my arm randomly from a heart attack. I did everything I could. The EMTs took 45 minutes to get to my home. Don't ask, I definitely want to sue. But anyway, your channel has kept me strong and from doing anything stupid. Yeah, don't do anything stupid, man. Keep your chin up, brother. My condolences. I can't thank you enough for the distractions I so dearly need, but I also let it out. Here's a big one for you. Much love, my Canadian bro. Guys, show some love in the comments, man. And Chris, I really appreciate you, man. Keep your chin up and please, like, don't go crazy like that. You know what I'm saying? And all of you guys, Sassy Medellin, you know, Evie, Ron, Shabanoti, and all of you guys watching, you guys don't have to do any of it, man. I appreciate it. Let's actually get back to this Timu Atlas crap here. Roll it.
These things are moving, but why?
If it moves, it's alien. There we go, polluting over a dang planet, man.
What do they know that we don't? So let's deep dive into this and let's try to find out. Let's begin with the basic, and that would be the latest sightings, including the one in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah,
so
let's start
Stephen
with the
posted
basic.
this on October 28th, and this is apparently coming from an article. Thousands of unidentified submerged objects are lurking off America's coastlines. I tracked down the original video, and apparently it's coming in from these guys.
That shit's weird, huh? Boy!
Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah, I wonder, hey! I wonder, like, I wonder how deep that is. Is it, like, super deep? Or is it not that deep and it's, like, really just maybe 1-2 feet down? If it's, like, super... It's very hard to say. If it's super deep, then this light must be really bright. It gotta be an object under.
Yo, what the? Yo, that shit's crazy.
Yo. Unless there's a light that exists, which I may not know. Unless there's a light that you can drop in the ocean that can float, but illuminate the area. Perhaps there is something like that. If there is, and if you know of anything like that, put it in the comments, man.
Yeah, it could be someone with a flashlight, right?
You're like a tornado.
Maybe it's a light that floats.
I don't see nothing. I just see like a flashlight. Oh, and it's moving up.
It's moving up?
There, bro. It's like a light. I think it's a light. It's a flash.
Wait, he got pretty close here, and at this point, I think we should be seeing at least a person, divers.
Right.
All I see is a source of light. And it actually looks as if it could be a sphere of light down there. Now, it could be, of course, an LED.
It's just very hard to say, but it seems like that the middle of it is something.
Light or something like that. But
Like
being that
that's the
these
source.
divers are there every night, and I'm guessing they are every night over there, they never saw it. It got them startled. Whatever these things are, it could just be one of these orbs that we're seeing flying around all over the world.
Yeah, there we go. Mom, get the damn camera right now! Get the damn camera, Mom!
What is this? Yo.
Tranquilo.
It's not making any noise. I am not playing. Yo, this is just feet above me.
He's not playing. He's not
My
playing.
God, is happening.
Whoa.
Dude, yo, it's not making any noise.
Call the policia, man. Call the policia.
This is not a drone, my people. Look at this. Look at this.
Not a drone, my people.
It's just,
oh, crap.
yo.
Yeah, not a plane either, because maybe initially maybe it was the headlights of the plane, right? But now it's kind of like in the middle, and we're still having the same bright light.
I am bugged out.
Yeah, so not saying it's one of those things, but it could be. Let's take a look at the rest of the video.
It's like a flashlight.
Yeah, it looks like a flashlight.
It's that look. There's two. Let's go to that one, Monty. Let's check that one over there.
Yeah, let's check that one out. Let's go to there, yeah.
Because that one over there just cut off and then it turned back on. It looked like a flashlight.
Posted by Ayo Girl 1234 on October 13th. We got this bizarre sighting.
What did I just witness? What is this?
What is that?
I have no idea.
Oh, I'd be
That's
damn.
weird.
I would be damn if you had an idea.
What the?
For sure, like.
It's going pretty quick, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, where is this? Let's take a look at this. Okay, so there's people saying they saw the same thing in Orange Park. Where would that be? Okay, Florida. So this could be a rocket launch.
Yeah, Florida seems to be another one of those hotspots.
This is a rocket launch. But I guess this is something different. And this is coming in from Brazil, posted 3 hours ago to Reddit. Pretty good video. Let's take a look at it.
Rapaz, eu tô achando que aquela lá da tá vindo pra cá. Olha o tamanho de que vem voando aqui em cima de Arim. Ali.
What in the world is that?
Lá com
Yeah, it seems like that Tic Tac ship UFO, right? The one that we heard consistently and constantly about from Commander Fravor 2004. But nowadays they're saying it was made at Lockheed. That it was basically us, Homo sapiens, that created that jet. Oh shit! You know?
Eita porra!
Tranquilo, papi.
I mean, is it a balloon?
Agora vem, vê o tamanho
Oh shit.
I mean, it could be.
I mean, there were how many people? Is it people down there? Oh no, that's just a policia right there. Bruh. So that's a policia or bodyguard just standing there.
I mean, it could be like a plastic bag, a balloon or something like that. The problem is, at this point, it kind of shines like it's a metallic. Here,
Right.
look at that. It doesn't look like a plastic bag, does it? It's not
Nah, it's not a plastic. Come on now, right? Like, it's not a plastic bag. But I want to also show you guys this. So this happened. Shout out to Redacted and shout out to James. I absolutely love James. But shout out to Redacted. Check this one out. This is crazy.
What is happening with 3I Atlas, that large interstellar object some say is an alien spacecraft barreling towards Earth? Others say this is an absolute large psychological operation in order to get us all scared about an impending invasion, an alien invasion coming to Earth. What exactly is going on here? Well, NASA just activated its Earth Defense Group.
Yeah.
Wow, who the heck knew about that? Over possible concerns, they say, of a Manhattan-sized comet with possible alien
Right. I wonder why. Or perhaps it's like nothing burger, as in NASA was just like, yeah, you know, perhaps it's a comet. We don't want it crashing here, so we're gonna allow or activate some sort of Earth defense. And these headlines are clickbait. Perhaps that's what it is. Or perhaps we don't have enough information on it and NASA was like, yeah, we're gonna activate Earth's defense. Obviously, that's gonna send alarm bells to everybody, right? Obviously, everybody's gonna assume the worst case scenario. Because, like, NASA is not transparent. NASA equals never a straight answer. And they still have yet to release images. They shut down their live feed. They're saying, it's a government shutdown. That's why we had to shut our process down. Let's not kid ourselves. They probably already, they probably got videos 4K, 8K, ultra wide, 16,000 pixel, bold squash like that. They probably have video stored of that thing. They're just not releasing any of it. And even if we get images of it, like they said they're gonna release, even if we get images, they're probably not gonna be anything too crazy. It's just, yeah, they're not gonna release the good version.
Technology. Malaysia and the Philippines also now signing the Artemis Accords. They just signed the Artemis Accords, making it 56 nations together. All of these nations and space programs have signed like bilateral accords with the U.S. and NASA to conduct future space exploration, mining, tourism, etc. All of that. So what is happening with 3i Atlas? Why is NASA activating an Earth Defense Group over this comet? Joining us now is Dr. Michael Sala, who writes at Exopolitics.
It seems like that they just called the police here on the Team Atlas.
.org. He's one of the keenest writers and researchers on these subjects, and joins us again. Dr. Sala, great to have you back on the show.
Glad to be back, Clayton.
Our pleasure. So, first of all, maybe you can update us about the concerns and irregularities about this 3i Atlas. What exactly is it? Obviously, we've been tracking this now for, it seems like, many months, I think. Yeah. And
since July or
there
something,
are some who say this is some sort of large alien craft. Others say nothing to see here. This is a comet. Others saying this is a large psychological operation in order to get us all scared about an impending alien invasion, for maybe them to further take away.
Any of you, okay, be honest, any of you scared of this?
Away our civil liberties, rally around some globalist organization where we have no voting rights. So what say you?
Well, there's a lot of theories about 3i Atlas, what it is, and some speculate that it's a craft, an extraterrestrial craft, and Professor Avi Loeb from Harvard has been kind of leading the charge in putting out information that there are a number of characteristics of 3i Atlas which are not normal for an asteroid or for a comet. And one of the things that kind of stands out is that 3i Atlas roughly comes from the same direction as the famous WOW signal from 1977, where astronomers thought that they had intercepted radio communications from an extraterrestrial civilization from somewhere in the direction of the Sagittarius constellation. So 3i Atlas came from that area. So there's a lot of speculation. And importantly, tomorrow, October 29, 3i Atlas achieves perihelion with the sun.
That's one.
So that's the closest approach.
Perihelion, yeah, that's the word that I was looking for.
To the sun, and it's already been perihelion with the sun. So that's the closest approach to the sun, and it's already been generating enormous coronal mass ejections that have been occurring on the far side of the sun. So we haven't really been experiencing the effects of that, because at the moment 3i Atlas is on the other side of the sun. But certainly those coronal mass ejections, if they had come towards the Earth, they would have caused geomagnetic storms at the highest level. So all of that has led to a lot of speculation. Avi Loeb has been saying that as 3i Atlas achieves perihelion, that this is where they have something called the Oberth effect, where this is the optimal time when an object, if it's artificial, could accelerate or decelerate so that it could experience this kind of slingshot effect around the sun. So there's expectation that this period or tomorrow is where there might be signs of that happening. But it's
Okay.
all occurring on the far side of the sun. We are not getting any kind of satellite imagery of what's happening with 3I Atlas. And conveniently, the Mars Reconnaissance orbiter, which has a high-resolution camera, the HiRISE camera, which could get high-resolution images of 3I Atlas as it was passing by the sun, passing by Mars. None of those have been released.
Exactly,
so on top of all of this,
that's NASA shutting down. Just NASA coming in with never a straight answer, and they're just busy sniffing each other farts by the looks of it.
a week ago, you get the International Asteroid Warning Network issuing a notice telling all the world's astronomers and astronomical organizations that they're going to conduct an astrometry campaign to study 3I Atlas. So all of a sudden now, you have this body created or authorized by the United Nations, by United Nations resolution, to study asteroids for any potential impact on Earth. So it's correct that this is a kind of like an early warning group or a planetary defense group, as some are calling it, that could give the heads up that there's an asteroid heading towards the Earth that could impact. And so now you've got this International Asteroid Warning Network notice out there asking for a 2-month period from November 27 up until January 27 that all the world's astronomers are going to be measuring the path of 3I Atlas. And why would that be?
Right.
And one of the theories is that this is when 3I is likely either going to break up, and people are speculating as to where its fragments might head up, but more plausibly that 3I Atlas is going to release a lot of probes, or that it's a mothership releasing spacecraft, and some of those craft may head towards the Earth.
Oh, damn.
So this Earth Defense Group,
I mean, already they said, didn't they say, I mean, that's a running theory going around, it's a running rumor that 3I Atlas was the one that ended up releasing those so-called New Jersey drones, but whistleblowers obviously were saying it's our technology, but reverse engineered, like Lockheed Tech, reverse engineered based off of real UFOs. So that was, and officially what we learned is that it's drones. That's what the Trump's administration said, but they said nothing more than that. And now the running theory is that they released it, but he's saying that they might release it. Okay, man, that's crazy though. That is crazy, man. Interesting times, man. Interesting times. Let's see what Team Atlas does next.
what is their plan? They're going to identify that an asteroid coming to Earth, some sort of impending danger. What do we have to stop it? I mean, is there anything we can do about it at this point? Or is this, again, I come back to the idea of like go ahead, I'll let you finish that.
Well, officially, there's nothing set up to stop an asteroid coming in, other than maybe sending ballistic nuclear missiles in outer space to detonate in the vicinity of an asteroid if it's about to impact the Earth.
I mean, how many nukes do we have? We got thousands of them, right? If it's near Earth, right, and we know it's an asteroid, then yeah, definitely, you know what I mean? But if it's confirmed that it's a UFO mothership, then don't do it, man. Then don't do it. But then it's like, we're gonna have a 50-50 chance, right? If it turns out it's actually a UFO mothership that's headed towards Earth and it's dropping in, right? Aliens before GTA 6, then yeah, it's gonna be a 50-50 chance. Either that it's really like the good aliens and nothing's bad gonna happen, they're just here to say hi and get some McDonald's or maybe some Taco Bells. I hope they don't get Taco Bells, man. Come on, man. Like, if you want to be sick, okay, go get Taco Bells, whatever, right? Bruh. Or they're here to drop in with their ray guns. Yeah, at that point it might be too late, so.
And what they're really doing is they're tracking 3I Atlas. And what they want to do is get all of the world's astronomical apparatuses, networks out there to track 3I Atlas. So I think it's because it's going to be behaving in a way that needs all eyes on the skies to track, I think, multiple objects coming from 3I Atlas. And I don't think they're anticipating it fragmenting into hundreds of smaller particles. I think there's an anticipation that there could be something released from 3I Atlas, and so they want the world's astronomers to track these so that they know where these objects or where these fragments or probes, whatever it could be released, are going, and officially they have nothing set up in space to intercept a fragment or a asteroid heading towards the Earth. But in reality, there is a secret space program.
Yeah.
Let's talk about.
And even like we heard about the secret space force as well, right? That Trump started, I believe, during his first. Around like 2020, before 2020, somewhere around, give or take. Let me Google it.
That secret space program, as you pointed out to me in a message earlier, said the big difference between the United States and China-led programs right now on future exploration, mining, tourism, etc., whatever's going to happen in space, these sort of bilateral accords with these 56 nations as part of the Artemis Accords, that the U.S. has been sharing some of this ET technology, hybrid spacecraft, reverse anti-gravity technology and others with some of these countries. But China's approach, they have the technology as well. I mean, we'd be stupid to think that we're the only ones, or the Russians.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I guess it was 2020, right? Donald Trump established the U.S. Space Force on December 20th, 2019. So almost 2020, when he signed the National Defense Authorization Act for 2020. So yeah, around the Rona time. That's crazy. This is that time when we started hearing about the first cases in Wuhan. Crazy times, man. Crazy times. So this is the National Defense U.S. Space Force. So yeah, we need the Space Force apparently in space. That's crazy.
They're the only ones with this technology. But China has been far more restrictive with their technological approach to reverse engineering of these craft. Do I have that right?
Yeah, that's right. Yes, I mean the United States has had a secret space program going back for decades, using all sorts of advanced technologies. And the best evidence of this is from President Ronald Reagan himself. In 1985, he actually said, and these are in his memoirs, he said that we have the capability of placing 200 astronauts in Earth orbit. Now, at the time, all you had were the space shuttles, and they could take maximum of 10 people at a time, and there were like 5 of them that were operational at any time. So how would 5 space shuttles capable of taking 10 people place 200 or more astronauts in Earth orbit? I mean, so Reagan was acknowledging that there was a secret space program in existence at the time. And I think this secret space program has been built using reverse engineered alien technologies. And there have been a number of whistleblowers coming forward saying these programs are in existence. And when it comes to the Artemis Accords, I think that the reason these have been so successful to the United States, I mean, they just had Malaysia and Philippines sign up as the 55th and 56th nations that signed these bilateral accords with the US State Department and NASA. And so you have to ask yourself, why would 56 of the world's leading space agencies agree to bilateral agreements with the United States as opposed to multilateral agreements with the United Nations, where responsibility, overall control is shared among all the world's nations, as opposed to the Artemis Accords that places the United States at the core, kind of like think of the spokes of a wheel, and the United States is the core, and you got 55 other nations joined.
Something freaky is going on, man. Something freaky is going on. Absolutely.
In with the United States in terms of space exploration, space mining, tourism, and so forth. And China has set up a rival. It's called the International Lunar Research Station Initiative, where they have 13 nations currently signed up, but the only real major nation in that group of 13, aside from China, is Russia. And so why are nations lining up to join the Artemis Accords as opposed to China's initiative? And according to my insider sources, what's been happening is that the United States has been secretly training international pilots, and we're talking about typically Air Force pilots from the different nations, in how to fly these hybrid human extraterrestrial spacecraft which operate through a kind of like technology mind interface. That this is really advanced technology, and the United States is sharing that in a underground facility.
Can a brother perhaps get a UFO or two or something like that? Like, I want to learn how to fly that too, man. I want to learn to fly that too. But it seems like that Russia, China, and US, they're just out there trying to gather alliance like countries, and they're gonna be, yeah, it seems like that China is gonna be going their separate route, and US is like going their separate route. Yeah, we gotta unite, man. Especially like when it comes to this crap, right? But it seems, but again, man, maybe we don't have the full disclosure because it's kind of like an arms race. It's that obviously China has recovered UFOs, US has recovered UFOs, Russia has recovered UFOs, and all three of these countries, it's probably more than just these three countries, but it's about who can outlast the other. It's about who can reverse engineer UFOs and the alien tech to the max. Learn as much as possible, run to use it, run to have all of it, right? It's about me. It's about me, right? And perhaps that's why they haven't disclosed, because if they disclose, if US disclosed, then, you know, China's gonna learn about what US got, and it's not gonna be good for US, vice versa. If that's the reason, damn, man, like, what are we doing, man? Like, at least when it comes to this shit, bro, like, let's unite together, right? But that's not how the world works, sweetheart, so...
Near Huntsville, Alabama, which is why I believe Space Command is being relocated to Huntsville, Alabama. And in contrast, China is very parsimonious with sharing its reverse engineered technologies because it's very wary of the United States, kind of like ascertaining exactly what China has.
Man.
We'll be watching this very closely. I guess we're getting close to getting some answers on this, I hope.
Maybe one day we will. Did you see this video? If not, check out this video on the screen, man. This is absolutely insane. The stuff that we had about like moon landing, you know, aliens, DMT and all that. Check it out and I'll see you right there.